games ride the line between sheer audacity and sheer brutality like Grand Theft Auto.
Martine is a terrifying psychopath who tried to kill me.
Exactly.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Grand Theft Auto missions.
You want I should stick $50,000 guitar up your ass?
No, but I got some friends I can introduce you to if that's how you get your kicks.
Oh, funny guy.
For this list, we're taking a glance at the finest missions conceived by Rockstar Games for their landmark series, from heists gone awry to impressive escapades. Regardless of their age or scope, any mission that left a distinct impression or evoked some kind of emotion is fair game.
Boy, this is gonna blow your f***ing mind.
Number 10, Publicity Tour, Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Show me, man, that psycho's back.
It may not be complex, but it's exciting enough for us. Publicity Tour, the last mission given to Tommy Vercetti by the heavy metal band Love Fist, involves a bomb threat. Specifically, as a nod to the film Speed, Tommy must keep Love Fist's limo driving at a certain speed lest a bomb in the limo detonate.
You try and slow down, your limousine will explode along with your big airy asses.
Besides being a fun reference, this premise also allows for effortless tension to be infused into an otherwise straightforward mission concept. Plus, the banter between the band members is a definite bonus. Don't slow down, Tommy. Don't slow down.
Shut up, you muppet!
Extreme and girl.
Aye! Shut it! And pull a wire! Which wire? This one!
Number 9, Black Project, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Peace, Carl, my brother.
A secret military base to infiltrate and a high-tech gadget to abuse. How fun. The Truth, an aged and off-kilter conspiracy theorist, tasks CJ with breaking into the nearby Area 69 and looking into reports of a classified project.
Hey, True, do we have a plan here?
Go, go, go!
Hey, hold up, dude!
For players, this means sneaking past guards or blasting one's way into the facility, a fittingly exciting challenge in its own right. However, the kicker is when CJ finds said top-secret project, a jetpack, and makes use of it as part of his thrilling escape.
Hey, here you go. You better stash it somewhere fast.
Far out, have a nice trip, dude.
Hey, wait a... was it too much to ask to get a lift into town?
Number 8, I'll Take Her, Grand Theft Auto 4.
Jerry wants us to kidnap Old Man Ancelotti's daughter. Some fake tan, dyed-hair, Guido-loving slut by the name of Grace.
No one ever said kidnappings were easy, but man can they ever be entertaining. I'll Take Her has Nico working to kidnap Gracie Ancelotti, the daughter of a mob boss, under false pretenses.
She's selling her tasteful pink felter on autoerotica at the moment. Get online, organize a viewing, and snatch that bitch.
It's a rather simple mission in its design. Nico drives Gracie to a warehouse and delivers her to his employers. What moves things into amusing territory is Gracie's reaction to it all. She goes from somewhat enthused by Nico to increasingly agitated and even violent, giving the audience some delightfully mean-spirited back-and-forth dialogue in the process.
Well, they better pay quick. I hate to think of the fight she'll put up if you try to cut her fingers off.
Number 7, Dropping In, Grand Theft Auto 4, The Ballad of Gay Tony.
I have been more than reasonable.
When life gives you lemons, you send someone to cause pain and suffering in turn. That appears to be the thought process behind Louise being sent to gun down the owner of the Liberty City Rampage hockey team.
The time for negotiations over. Do what needs to be done in his boardroom.
Dropping In commences with a parachute drop onto the massive MeTV building, before segueing into a string of firefights in the building's tight corridors. The action is just brutal enough to fit with the tone of this assassination mission, while still keeping with the lighter, wackier spirit of the DLC. Of course, that parachute escape at the mission's end certainly doesn't hurt either.
Okay, now you got to go. I am outside in truck. Come out window.
Number 6, Caída Libre, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Good to see you again, Michael.
Likewise.
Well, that was explosive. The task here is simple enough. Semi-retired criminal Michael DeSanta gets into a position to bring down a plane carrying the cousin of Martin Madrazo.
Well, apparently, he's thinking about testifying against me.
It's difficult yet viscerally engaging to carefully aim at and snipe the plane's engine, taking into account bullet curve and the plane's movement. Caída Libre doesn't stop at precise aiming. Players must then chase down the falling plane as Trevor Phillips, all in order to execute Madrazo's cousin and finish the mission.
I got the files. I'll take them to Madrazo and explain the human cost of this errand.
Number 5, Treacherous Swine, Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Mr. Vercetti. Colonel, thank you for coming.
Chainsaws and a police pursuit? Yeah, that sounds about right. Tommy's goal in Treacherous Swine is one of murder. The retired Colonel Cortez asks him to hunt down and kill his henchman Gonzalez, in no uncertain terms.
I am ashamed to admit that one of the causes of our mutual problem appears to have been the loose tongue of a man.
By no means elaborate, the task of locating Gonzalez at his penthouse hideout and chasing him down is nevertheless morbidly amusing.
I'm gonna shut that big mouth of yours.
If it wasn't already obvious that Vice City took a lot of inspiration from Scarface, this should settle the debate. Number 4, Father, Son, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Hey, Jim. I'm going for a drink with...
Dad! Shit! I'm in our boat going down the Western Highway! It's been stolen!
Rev up your engines and put the pedal to the metal, it's time for a chase. Very early in Grand Theft Auto 5, Michael and his new ally Franklin are drawn into a struggle to retrieve Michael's yacht from thieves. Things are further complicated by Michael's son Jimmy being stuck on the stolen yacht, forcing Michael and Franklin to chase the thieves down a freeway.
Oh! There it is! That's my boat!
It all leads up to an extended sequence where Michael has to keep his car lined up with the yacht while Franklin works to liberate both it and Jimmy.
This is gonna kill me!
Number 3, End of the Line, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
What's up? It's time for smoke. Alright, let's roll.
Like the title says, this is the end game, and it's magnificent. End of the Line caps off CJ's efforts to reform and refocus the Grove Street families with a full-scale siege of his former boss Big Smoke's crack fortress. To that end, CJ and the player must battle through the forces of multiple rival gangs and the Russian mob before finally getting the chance to duel Big Smoke one-on-one.
Hey, Smoke!
Hey, CJ, I was wondering when you would show up.
Even then, it isn't over. There's one final car chase to put an end to the villainous Officer Tenpenny before it's all said and done. It is multi-layered and cathartic, to say the least.
I just want to be sure it's over, man. That's all.
It's cool. Don't need to put a bullet in him. He killed himself in a traffic accident.
Number 2, The Jewel Store Job, Grand Theft Auto 5.
This is it. Let's move.
Being the first heist mission of the game, the Jewel Store Job spares no expense in showing gamers what's in store for them. Everything from staking out target locations to obtaining the necessary equipment is explained and undertaken, giving the sense of an intricate process.
I'll call you when everything's ready. You'll need to pitch it to the guys.
Whoa, what? My rep don't count for nothing no more?
But when the setup is complete, seeing all your carefully laid plans take flight is truly rewarding. Whether players opt for the smart or loud route, the end result is a cinematic bike escape and a healthy payout that teases great things to come.
Shit was crazy, dog. So what now?
We get out of here. Keep our heads down.
Hey, you did good, kid. What'd I tell you, Lester, huh?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Hey. What? No big hugs for your old buddy?
I've had 15 years out of the loop. I'm a bit rusty on family etiquette.
I tried giving him half of the business. I tried everything a man could reasonably try and still call himself a man.
So what you gonna do? Kill him?
This better not be another cop errand, man.
No, man, this is strictly for the host. I gotta be honest with you, CJ. We could be getting into some heavy shit, baby.
Terry, man, we gotta pay our friend Billy a visit. He's been talking. Bring Clay and bring all the f***ing firepower you got.
Did you turn up to rescue Maria or to get me back? Well, I got news for you. Shooting you will be a pleasure, but dating you was only business.
Number 1, 3-Leaf Clover, Grand Theft Auto 4.
None of you smooth! Get on the floor! None of you is gonna get a medal for playing hero. All you're gonna get is a bullet to the heart!
The desperate escape after a successful heist is quite a sight, as this mission proves. While in the midst of doing a favor for the McReary brothers, namely robbing a bank, Nico finds himself caught up in a steadily escalating flight from the police. The mission takes Nico and company through Liberty City's Chinatown section and into the city's subway tunnels before culminating in a getaway by car. Working well as high-tension gameplay, 3-Leaf Clover also succeeds at its secondary goal, paying homage to the 1995 crime drama Heat. It's nice how that works out.
We won't forget it, Nico. Here's your cut. I tell Jerry you did good. He might give you a call or something.
Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite mission from the Grand Theft Auto series?
Hello.
For more grandiose top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Normally I wouldn't busy myself with driving around a bunch of drunken Scottish bisexuals. But in your case, I'll make an exception.